Hi everybody, good to see you again. This is part 2 of the episode Moratorium. Do we take it or not to take it? If we take it with the excess cash, what can we do better with it? Let's find out. In this particular episode, we will talk about moratorium, right? So let's say we have taken the moratorium for 6 months and we have savings from all the installment that we're supposed to pay. One car, one house, another house, and maybe we take some for EPF. So totally we have 4 particular inflow of cash. What do we do with the cash? Let me give you a classic example. Assuming this particular Mr. A has a car loan which is 1,007, and assuming this Mr. A has a house installment of 2,003, his Metro Money house, yeah? And then he has a house 2, which is an investment property, which is 1,003 per month. And let's say all these 3 installment payable, he has taken the 100% moratorium, which means he has a free cash flow of 5,003 for the 6 months. So how much cash available will he have in that 6 months? So most probably he'll be cashing out 31,800 ringgit based on cash flow. Now that is not all. He can also exercise some of the money that's available for EPF. Assuming he takes 500 ringgit per month for 6 months, he would have another additional 3,000. So which means in this whole moratorium of 6 months, the total cash flow that's available for his disposable is roughly 34,800 ringgit. Now my question to you is, with the additional cash of 34,800 ringgit, what can he do better with this cash? Does it mean we will splash it out, or what can we do? So let's find out further. Earlier we mentioned about particular Mr. A with an excess cash flow of 34,800. What can we do better with this particular excess cash we have? Let me walk you through a 7-step process to encourage you to relook into the positive cash flow or the excess cash you have from the various moratorium you have. Okay, for example, step 1 or one of the action plan, I would recommend you to keep an excess cash of emergency cash of 3 months, 6 months, 9 months or 12 months. Whether it's 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, it depends on your current condition, it depending on your state of your life, and it's also how many dependents do you need to take care of. So therefore, some of you could be 3 months, some of you will be 6 months, some of you will be 12 months, and some of you do not have any form of emergency cash. Now with this moratorium, one of the first action plan you must have is to set aside emergency cash minimum of 3 months or 6 months. What is step 2? Now step 2 is about allocating some of the resources or the positive cash flow that you have and use it to build other sources of income. Example would be active income, passive income, passion income and residue income. We will have a separate episode to explain about different sources of income. But today, we want to explain to you, with the additional excess of cash that you have from the moratorium, you can use it to build your passion income. What is passion income? Passion income is something that you will do even though you're not paid. For example, some of you will love to bake. Does not mean baking is only for the woman. There are men who bake very delicious as well. There are men who can cook very well as well. So therefore, can you monetize your baking expertise or your cooking expertise into something? The answer is yes. So therefore, the moratorium savings that you have, you can take this allocation and monetize some of the passion you have. What about residual income? Now, residual income is about something that you do it one time and you get multiple income coming in. One of the example will be writing a book. For example, you are expert in whatever faculty that you are. This particular video, we are talking to the M40. So the M40 are very skillful in certain sector of your expertise. You can monetize your expertise into a video and release it for the people to learn. Each learning $1 income. Imagine there's 10,000 of them clicking your button. So there will be a residual income of 10,000 if you're able to set aside the resources you have. Now, resources of a residual compounding income also means a book. Can you add another residual income in this process? The answer is yes. A video plus a book, there will be 2 residual income and it can be compounding as well. So with the moratorium that you have saved, action number 1 is to have an emergency cash flow of 3 to 6 months. Number 2 is to monetize some of your passion or activate some of residual income. And of course, not forgetting building some passive income. Now, what is passive income? Passive income is income that you earn without working hard. What are the passive income? It could be investment, it could be rental, so on and so forth. Now, today, this session is not about investment. Let me take you through what are the third action plan you can take. The third action plan is, with the moratorium savings of 34,800, you can set aside some cash to build different asset classes that generate passive income for you. For example, investment is part of an asset class that will bring you some passive income. So, as a licensed advisor, we are not allowed to share any form of advice in the public media. So I would highly recommend you to engage a financial advisor to walk through a one-to-one process to use this excess cash to build a portfolio of assets that's suitable, especially for you. What is the step number 4? Now, step number 4 is, as you go in detail in each asset class, it give you different kind of risk, different kind of income, and different kind of return of investment. So with your careful study and with your licensed financial advisor working together with you, you will be able to use this particular cash to build a good asset class, a good portfolio of investment. Okay, step number 5. I would recommend you to join one of my class called Managing Finance in Challenging Times. In that particular class, I'll walk you through in detail what are the various asset classes and how do you maximize your cash available. Number 6, I would recommend you to take some time to allocate these resources to learn. This is the best time to learn different things. For example, for some of you who are interested in bakery, interested in writing, interested in coaching, get yourself certified, get yourself equipped, get yourself strengthened to create another sources of income. You never know, passion can be ignited in times of challenge. In challenging times, there are good and there's bad. So let us make these challenging times to be a time that you will birth forth the new you, birth forth the most caliber version of you, a better version of yourself. So therefore, maximize this particular downtime or challenging time into something new that you have never done. Okay, number 7. Now, step number 7, I would recommend you to set a counsel team. There is safety in a counsel of many. Who are the safety measures? Get yourself a team of trusted friends, trusted family members, engage a licensed financial advisor, get a legal counsel, get a mentor, get a counselor, or even mental counselor or psychiatrist to be with you. Because in these challenging times, it is the best time to propel yourself to go next level. So one of the best ways is set a counsel to encourage you, to build you, to journey with you, and to launch out a better version of you. I hope you've enjoyed yourself and learned something. If you like this particular content, do subscribe and share with your friends.